everyone, Sophia here, My Great Challenge. Welcome back to my Esty Shop, Frenchy and Tubby. I have 6 items I'm going to showcase for you today. They are going in the shop tomorrow, Friday, I believe would be August 30th. Wow, almost back to school at 5 p.m. And it's 6 items, and I have to tell you, I was cleaning them today. It's actually quite late in the evening for me. I was cleaning them today and prepping the whole thing, and I'm thinking, wow, this is actually quite a good haul. I'm gonna start with the one in the thumbnail because this is something I've never seen it before. It's supposedly kind of rare. You don't see it very often, if at all, and never seen it before. It was an exclusive item in very limited edition back in the 50s for Ethan Allen, and it's quite amazing actually. So without further ado, what is it? It's this thing right here. So I know that Ethan Allen did some dinnerware sets, but very early on, very early on in the showroom, they also sold dishes, and they sold decorative items, and they sold them as part of their decorating pieces. This is part of an earthenware set, and they didn't do a lot. It wasn't the entire china set. They had a few pieces. They were meant to be pieces to go with their furniture. They were meant to be decorative items. So you would have pitchers, you would have the soup tureen. You'll notice that I don't have the ladle. You would have a few platters that you would use and put on their china cabinets, and maybe a few plates. But it was not serving dishes. You wouldn't have salad plates, dinner plates, dessert plates, anything like this. And they were mostly sold in the showroom itself or by catalogs. This is earthenware, which is pretty much pottery. Majolica, hand painted. It's made in Spain. It is not stamped Ethan Allen. What they used to do was have a sticker that was handwritten at the bottom, and it used to say made exclusively for Ethan Allen, or made exclusively in Spain for Ethan Allen. Let me put my glasses on because they were made at the very beginning of the 1950s, and they were made by some very famous Spanish pottery designer named, I gotta read his name, Vicente Jimeno Diaz. That was his name. And the pattern is deer hunting. So it's very fitting for Ethan Allen and the style that you would see, well, at least at the time, for Ethan Allen. So let me show it to you. It's a beautiful piece. It's not in the most pristine condition because of its age, of course. It's crude pottery type. I mean, it's, you know, it's not super polished. It's when you touch it, because it's earthenware, it's a little rugged, which I kind of like actually. And you hear me say that all the time. I like that type of pottery. So you can see the hand painting here. It's deer in the forest. There's no hunter, okay, but they kind of refer to it as hunting scenes because it's got that hunting theme to it. So it's all around the lid here, and it's got this floral pattern on repeat, scalloped edge, and then with the little opening here for the ladle. You might see others where this is a little bit more crowded, and some of them where there's less of that pattern, but they're pretty much all the same here. It's the same double pattern over here. Okay, so that's the lid. Let me put it to the side. Then the terrain itself, look at the inside. It's in perfect condition on the inside. It's the same thing. It's a beautiful repeat. Let's get on focus. On the outside, it's this beautiful pattern again, repeated. It's footed, and this is where they had this sticker I was telling you about that would say made exclusively in Spain for Ethan Allen. Obviously it was, you know, again, it was a handwritten sticker. If you wash it, it would just go away, so they didn't stamp them. And again, it was made very early 1950s. It's expensive. I'm just because they were exclusive, they were limited edition. They didn't have a lot. Okay, they didn't have a lot. I couldn't believe it when I found it. Okay, I'll talk about the condition in a minute. Okay, and then here's the underplate. The underplate is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. Maybe if I move this light a little bit, you're going to be able to see what I'm talking about with regard to here. You see that? Okay. It's not super smooth, right? That's earthenware 101. It's not super smooth. It's very crude type pottery, which I love. All handmade. Great stuff. Okay, so here's the underplate. Same pattern. These are a little bit bigger. Okay, same thing, nothing at the bottom. Okay, so let's talk about condition. The underplate has, let me give you, it's expected for its age. Come on, if I get my big face out of the way, maybe you'll see it. Okay, the underplate is a chip right here. Can't really see it because it's on the underside of it. Now, this one has tiny chips here on the underside. Same thing, you already see them, and right here, same thing on the underside. They're very tiny, and I think that's it. None on the rim, which is great. The lid has two. I need to get in focus. Right here. Do you see them? Okay, so it has two right here, and there's a tiny one right here. It's all going to be on picture. The design itself, a little bit of fading here, not too much, no crazing, but you can really see the paint strokes and everything. It's beautiful. This thing is beautiful. I love it. Oh man, I want to keep it. Okay, I have no use for it, no need for it. Believe it or not, I don't have a soup tureen. You can use it as a vegetable bowl, but again, I really believe that these, I mean, they're supposed to be functional, but they really were meant, they were showcased in the gallery to go with the furniture, and they were meant to be sold for people to replicate what was in the gallery. You know, people didn't really know how to decorate, and there's still people who do that. They basically buy the catalog and they just redo what they see in the catalog. And there's nothing wrong with that. Not everybody has an innate ability to decorate their home. I don't see anything wrong with that. If you copy, you know, whatever you name it, catalog, you know, designers are there to help you design your home. So, you know, copy what they're doing. What's the big deal? So that's what they were doing. They were selling those pieces to go with the furniture that they were selling at the time, and they wanted people to take those home to go with the furniture. And that's why they were exclusive, and that's why they were in limited edition. So this is very hard to find. This is a rare piece. You're not going to see a lot of them. You may see one without the underplate. You may see maybe a picture You may see maybe a salad plate or a small plate, but I am yet to see the full set. I haven't seen a ladle anywhere, but I've never seen the terrine with the underplate. Yet to see it. I've had this in the shop, in the pike for a minute, because I've been searching for it and searching for it. I'm the only one so far who has the complete thing, minus the ladle. And it's just amazing that it made it this whole time. It just made it. And it's really in superb condition considering. Because it's earthenware. It's not like the pottery and the glaze that you see today. It's kind of fragile. It will chip easily, okay, the way it's being fired in the kiln. It chips easily, so be careful, all right? But it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. So it's Ethan Allen, made in Spain, hand painted in Spain, and it's by a designer, famous Spanish designer, whose name was, again, Vicente Gimero Diaz. And that was done towards the end of his life. Okay, soup tureen. Okay, that's item number 1. I think I talked enough. It is 102 degrees in here. I am melting. I need to drink, and then when I come back, we're gonna stay in the kitchen. We just had soup. After the soup, we're gonna have salad. This is awesome. I want to keep it. This is awesome. Okay. So, do you guys remember? I think it was last year. Do you remember the strawberry basket? Do you remember the strawberry basket? And I'm fairly convinced it was by this brand that's called Beswick Ware. Okay, and they were known for doing ceramic ware that was meant to look like vegetables or fruit. Okay. It's super vintage. Again, it's from the 50s. Some of it is from the 30s. Some people claim this set to be from the 30s. I think it's from the 50s. Okay. So we're going to say it's from the 50s. I may be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's from the 50s. Okay. This is a salad. I sticking love this. This is a salad set from Beswick, made in England in the 50s. That is meant to look like a head of lettuce. Okay. Here's the bowl. It's so cool. It's called the lettuce and tomato set. I have the whole set. Here's another one. You're going to see maybe the bowl by itself, or maybe you're going to see a bowl and 2 plates, or you're going to see 3 plates, no bowl, or you'll see 4 plates, no bowl. I have the bowl and 6 plates. I have the whole set. Nobody has the whole set. Here's the bowl. Lettuce and tomatoes, okay, by Beswick Ware, made in England. It's very thin ceramic, very thin. So just letting you know, again, this is another one of those that's very fragile, so we're not going to use it every day. Okay, it's really for occasions, to impress your friends, or like for special occasion. Think about it, Easter. You get your bunnies on the table and you bring in this lettuce and tomato set. Okay, I know you're dying to see the plates because the plates are matching. Okay, look at the plates. Look at the plates. The lettuce leaves, little cherry tomatoes. Here's 1. Here's 2. I'm dying. I'm dying of heat, and I'm dying because I want it. There's 3. Okay, I'm gonna stack them. There's 6. I have 6. Nobody has 6. They are so cute. Okay, close-ups. Look at this. Aren't they amazing? It's a lettuce leaf. It's a lettuce leaf. So you put your little salad in there. Alright. It's number 214, best week wear, made in England. The colors are amazing, it's so kitsch. But the ball, I wonder if they came with a serving spoon and fork, you know? And what did they look like? Were they shaped like tomatoes or celery? They're so cool. Alright, so this is from the 50s. It's the whole set. I think it's the coolest thing. And there's a lot of people who collect those. There's a lot of people who collect vegetable and fruit things like this. Condition, unbelievable. There's one tiny flake from the paint, the glaze. I don't even know where it is anymore. It is so tiny, and that's the only thing. I can't remember if it's on the bowl or on the plates. It is so insignificant. The condition is absolutely remarkable. 1950s. It was in a curio cabinet, very obviously. And then, you know, same story. Grandma passed. I ended up at the thrift store and I picked it up. Okay. Gorgeous shine in the back. I mean, they really are very nice. So, so cool. A little bit of crazing on some of the plates, more so on some than the others. Super cool. Okay, best week. Made in England, 1950s. The lettuce and tomato set. Really neat. Okay, next item before I take a break. This, I had no idea they closed. And it's upsetting to me. No, it's not a Fenton. Some of you recognize because I know that you collect. I saw it, I was like, oh, another Fenton. Not a Fenton. This is Pilgrim glass. It's Virginia or West Virginia? I wrote it down. West Virginia. Did you know that Pilgrim glass closed in 2002? And I'm upset because they closed. They were trying to be passed down and be bought, and they never found a buyer. So they had to completely shut down. And it's so upsetting to me. Like, nobody buys this stuff anymore. Like, what's going on? Like, don't we do wedding gifts and things like this anymore? Like, what's... Ugh. Anyway, this is the classic cranberry miniature pitcher. You can use it as a creamer with the optic swirl. Okay. It's the one that has the ribbed handle with the seashell at the bottom. Okay, the seashell base. And Pilgrim glass was the largest producer of cranberry glass in the world. That's what they were most known for that color of glass. I did not know that. Apparently, they were they were the largest producer of cranberry glass. So this is all hand blown. You can see the it has a name. I forget it every time. Where they just cut the glass thing. It's really cute. So you can use it as a little creamer, vase, or a decorative piece. It's actually quite heavy. But anyway, it's a classic, obviously vintage, probably from the 80s. It's the classic cranberry pitcher from Pilgrim Glass Company, West Virginia. I am so upset they closed. They made so many different variation of that particular design. Really, they did so many different variations. They did a crackle one. They did one that was polished with no optic swirl. They did one that was half and half. They did one that was even more swirl. They did an elongated one, a little potbelly one, different variation. And I know that people collect all of them. But this is the classic Pilgrim glass cranberry pitcher. So that was item number 3. When I come back, we're going to do 2 more. This is one that I just showcased in the decluttering video. And I know... let me make sure I'm in focus, because I don't know where my focus is. Right here. Okay. One of you has asked for it, so here it is. I'm shameless. I found it on the street. I'm not gonna lie. This is a Shawnee pottery, 1950s, teal, turquoise teal, miniature planter. I like this kind of planter because they're no-brainers for me. They come with their own little underplate and their own little pipe hole right here, or drainage hole where the water goes into the underplate. I always overfill it overfills anyway, and it spills over. But this is great for succulents. So succulent moms, or the lady who wanted it, get your keyboard ready, because here it is. Is it in perfect condition? Well, it's from the 50s, you know, so it's got a little bit of brownish discoloration here. And the only damage that it has is right here at the bottom. It's got a big chip right here on the underside, but it actually doesn't compromises the planter itself, and it still is very stable. So it really doesn't do anything for it. It's not wobbly or anything, but the glaze itself is beautiful because it's Shawnee, and they were really, really thick on their glaze. It's the cutest little thing. Look at this, isn't cute? I like it. And then when I found it, I found this one too. You can always tell a Shawnee. They kind of did the same, probably same year actually. But this one is is more of a fall type foliage. You see, you can tell, right? Same company. So, oh, you like this? It's a cheaper one. By Nantucket, coming soon. All right. Anyway, that's the Shawnee tiny little pot, and you don't have to use it as a planter. I think that it's small enough to be on the desk. Put your pens and stuff. Next, teapot. Oh, this is so cool. Okay, all right. So teapot, you know, you're gonna have the classic teapot like this. That's a tea for one, or your regular brown Betty or whatever. And then there's people who collect teapots who are into the novelty teapots. You know, the teapots are shaped like other things. This is one of them. It's this one. So cool. It's from the 80s. It's by Seymour Mann. It's called Tea and Toast. You're not going to find a lot of those either. I'm not going to say it was a limited edition, because, you know, once you start seeing the C copyright on it, you know they were, you know, not mass produced, but they weren't limited edition. It's called Tea and Toast, and it's an Art Deco toaster, no less, with the toast popping out of it, and the lid is the toast. How cool is this? Okay, so I know I have teapot collectors, and I know I have novelty teapot collectors. So the one thing that, because you know I love my teapots, right? The teapot people, we're looking for 2 things. Is it a self-straining teapot, and what does the spout look like? Is it a self-straining teapot? No. How's the spout? Perfect. No damage on the spout. Okay, so it's redeeming itself. Does it have any damage? It has a few glaze chip. One on the back. I'll show you. Right here. So thank goodness it's on the back. So if you display it, you won't see it. And then there are a few, or is it on this? Hold on, because I'm back right here. There are a few right here. You can barely see them. Right here, paint stuff. A little bit of the silver Sharpie disappears. Okay, very little, but otherwise really cool. And again, you're not gonna see a lot of those. Is it cool? I think it's really cool. You gotta hold the toast, okay, when you pour. But are these meant to be used? Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can use them, but they're really meant to be decorative item for collectors more than anything else. You know, you can use them once or twice, but they're not. It's not that they're not functional. For real tea lovers, that they're not the kind of teapot you want to use. Like a real tea lover is not going to, you know, use that. Because we're a little bit more particular about teapots. You know what I mean? Okay. It's really cool. It's Art Deco. This and the toast. So anyway, Seymour Man, 1980s. Next. I have a feeling I only looked at the viewfinder today. I don't know why. Maybe because it's past 10 p.m. I'm a little tired. Whew. When I come back, one more item. The last one. It's ginormous. Okay. It's really big. I have to get it out of the shop because it's really big. I don't know what to do with it. It's gonna be a big box, flat but big. So, okay, I'll come back. All right, let me regroup. I got to look at the camera, not the viewfinder. This is so cool. This is cool on so many levels because it's both odd, kitsch, and I can totally see a lot of people wanting it for various reasons, for different types of decor. Tiki decor, cabana decor, patio decor, nautical, beach type decor, and then kitsch decor, and 70s decor, all of that. Okay, you ready? Because it's really big. Look at this thing. Ah, Sophia, what is this thing now? Where is this? Well, this is, and it's signed. They usually are not, okay? This is a vintage. That's how I know it's vintage, because the new ones are not signed. It's a vintage, probably mid-70s. I'm gonna push it to early 80s, but I'm pretty sure it's mid-70s. Papier mâché. So it's very light, okay? Papier mâché, Macau, parrot, tray. It's a tray. To serve your guests, whatever it is that you serve them, in your tiki cabana thing, when you're at the beach. It's very sturdy. But it's made of papier mâché. It's entirely handmade and hand painted, and it's signed by Juan Cachin, Cachin. It's made in Mexico. Isn't it cool? So now, the way they made them, which is really cool, is that they also make them with a nail that you cannot remove. So I'm not gonna try to remove it. You just push it in like this, right? But you can also push it out, okay? Now, if you don't want one of those in your life, I don't know what to tell you, because this is like if you have a tropical bathroom, it's huge. But it's very light. So again, it's going to be in a really big box. I got to get it out of here because it's so awkward. It's taking a lot of room. It's got to go. Somebody please buy this. It's taking a lot of room in my shop. I'm joking. It's really nice. It's, well, I gotta look at the camera, not the viewfinder. I'm telling you, it's approaching 10:30 at night. I am tired, okay? I worked all day. It's very well made. It's very well painted. And it's made of papier mâché. And it's very sturdy. So let me see. I'm gonna put stuff on it. So you're gonna see my waitressing days at play. Alright? Look how much you can put on it to serve your friends. Alright, let's put the stuff back on. These are no big deal, by the way. This is for Storia, the Americana pattern. That's my last item. Late 70s, early 80s, vintage papier mâché Macau, hand painted and signed by the artist. Tray / wall decor. Parrots. It's very colorful. I mean, this is wow. It's really cool. Anyway, okay, I'm done. What would I keep? You already know. The tureen and the salad plates. I'm a lost cause. What should I tell you? I'm an absolute lost cause. Anyway, all items will be live in the shop tomorrow, August 30th at 5 p.m. Get behind your keyboard, okay? Because I know that some of you want these items and they go fast, okay? They go fast. Just as a heads up, there will be no Etsy for the next 2 weeks. I am taking a break. Not because I want to, but only because I won't be available. I want to be around. So, break for 2 weeks, maybe 3. It all depends. So, but you can still purchase things because Scott will be here and he'll be able to go to the post office for me. I just won't be around. So, break for 2 weeks. I will see you again sometimes mid-September or after my birthday. How about that? I'll be back and you can still purchase things. Don't worry. That would be it. So, tomorrow, 5 p.m. And that'll be it. Thank you for supporting my shop, my small business, making my dream come true, believing in me. That's the most important. Believing in me, believing that I can do this, that I could do this, and that I can continue to do this despite the mountain of other challenges. Couldn't do it without you. I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.